Hi, this is Dr. Mike Gilley. Today we are going to get amped by learning deep web research techniques to better search the internet. This is part 1 in our information literacy instruction at Mountain Empire Community College. When looking for information to solve everyday problems, many people use the internet. They typically get overwhelmed by the many results they retrieve from their internet search. Which of those many results provide the most recent and authoritative information? Please complete the research on this slide by using Google to look for the economic impacts of global warming. After you get the results, write down the number of results. Which one of these results would you use? How did you determine which one you would use? Research has shown that the majority of college students use the top 3 results. Would you use your top 3 results? Why? Are these results current? Who produced the information in the top 3 results? What are the author's credentials? Is the author an authority in the field of environmental science or economics? Who published the top 3 results? Is the publisher reliable and authoritative in these subject areas? This is a term search on the internet where the researcher types in the main terms of the research question. A typical search on the main terms in our research question gave us 1,330,000 results. Why? The search engine is looking for every word in the search box. What would our results be if we used a natural language search rather than a term search? This is a natural language search where the researcher types in the research question. This natural language search gave us 30,800 results. Even more. Why? Again, the search engine is looking for every word in the search box. Now let's try a deep web search technique to see if we can do better. Our deep web search has more words to type. However, these are not just words for the search engine to find. We also have given the search engine commands to tell it what to find in a precise order and where to find our search terms. Let's see what our results were with this deep web search query. Wow! What a difference the deep web search query made in our research results. We now have 16 retrieved documents. This is a more manageable size of documents for the researcher. Why so few results compared to the other searches? Because we use commands to control the search engine, not just let the search engine search every word we type in. How to and why use deep web searching. So let's learn about these deep web search commands. Dr. Gary Flake with Microsoft and formerly with Yahoo Research Labs once said, "Search engines have almost no understanding of words or language in any significant way. Moreover, they lack wisdom." So why are we relying on search engines that have little understanding of words and language and lack wisdom to do our research for us. Maybe we should not rely on them, but learn better to drive them with some commands. So if search engines are very poor at distinguishing between trivia and something profound, how are the resulting sites from our search ranked? By relevancy. And how is this ranked? The number one way search engines determine relevancy of articles to our search query is to find the keyword use in the title of the web page, followed by global link popularity of the site, and so forth. As you can see, the top 5 factors that control the rank in our search engine searches of the internet is number 1, keyword use and title of the web page. Number 2, global link popularity of site. Number 3, anchor text of inbound links. Number 4, link popularity within the site's internal link structure. And number 5, age of site. The number 1 relevancy is the use of terms in the title, which is why we started our search with in title. You can also limit your search to the links by starting your search with an anchor or to a fixed address within URL. In our term and natural language searches, we learned that the search engine was looking for every word in our search, which produced so many results. We did not want every kind of impact, just economic impacts. So by putting quotation marks around these 2 words, the search engine looks for this phrase, not the 2 separate words. This reduces our results and makes them more specific to our needs. The same thing occurred with using phrase searching by using quotation marks with global warming, climate changes, and enhanced greenhouse effects. So why did we use these other terms such as climate changes and enhanced greenhouse effects in our research query? They are terms of the profession which are synonyms with global warming. If an environmental scientist used these terms in the title of his research rather than climate change, our research query would not have retrieved articles which used these terms, only articles using the phrase global warming. Now we are going to learn about using the mathematical principles of Boolean operators to further refine our research and make it more relevant. Some tips on using Boolean operators are: it is a good practice to type Boolean operators in all caps. Different search engines use different symbols for Boolean operators. For example, Google uses the minus sign for not. It is wise to read the section on advanced searching in the search engine's help section. Also use good writing and typing skills in creating a search query. You want dogs, space, Boolean operator capital A-N-D, space, canines, not dogs and canines typed together as one word without the spaces. We will now learn another mathematical technique to tell our search engine what order to perform our research commands. We call this deep web search technique nesting. Let's see how this works. Okay. When we do not use the nesting command by placing parentheses around search phrases or terms that we want the search engine to combine and work on first, we may not get the desired results we want. In the current screen, we see that we have not used parentheses to do a deep nesting technique. So this is how the search engine reads this particular search query. It looks for all of the documents that have both economic impacts and global warming, reading from the research query from left to right just as we read. Then it's going to add documents that have climate changes or enhance greenhouse effects. This is not what we want in our search query. We want the search engine to find all documents that have these synonyms of global warming. So we want the search engine to look for global warming or climate changes or enhance greenhouse effects. Then from this group of documents, we only want the documents that also has economic impacts. By using the technique of nesting, we can achieve this desired search results. Now, in this search query, we have used nesting by putting the parentheses around the synonyms of global warming or climate changes or enhanced greenhouse effects. By using nesting, we command the search engine to first look for the results within the parentheses, then combine these results with the term or phrase attached by the Boolean operator AND. And remember, by using the Boolean operator AND, we're telling the search engine that any articles it brings back to us must have economic impacts in it, as well as the group of articles it found in the nested phrase of global warming or climate changes or enhanced greenhouse effects. So you see that what the search engine does is it goes out when it sees these parentheses. It looks for global warming articles, which is this circle. It looks for enhanced greenhouse articles. And then it looks for climate change articles. And then from those results, it wants just those articles that have economic impacts in it. So we get this small amount of articles. There's a huge difference in the search results using nesting and not using nesting. So who cares enough about our topic to go through the process of conducting quality research on our topic, testing and refining the research, and then writing a report or book providing the results of this research so others can benefit from this information? These are the domains on your screen. For our topic, I would suggest that environmental scientists and economists would do research on our topic, so you might want to limit your search to the edu domain. Also, the government.gov domain might provide grants for the research and expect a report to be produced and disseminated on the results. Perhaps an organization.org domain might also have an interest. Another item that you need to be concerned with your choice of domain to include in your search query based upon not only their interest but also their ability and trustworthiness to report the facts verified with rigorous research and testing. How do you verify the qualifications and credentials of an author, government office, educational institution, organization, etc.? Google these institutions and organizations and research them, their purpose, their prior research, any consumer ratings or reviews, as well as any reviews or comments on reports and books published to verify their authority as a producer and disseminator of information. This is how you add a domain to your deep web query. And Boolean operator, capital A-N-D, site:/gov or site:/edu or site:/org, etc. Although we did not use the file type limiter in our search example, you can limit the file format of documents retrieved in Internet searches, such as PDF files, Word files, PowerPoint files, Excel files, etc., by adding these extensions to your search with a Boolean operator, capital A-N-D. Peter Norvig, Director of Search Quality and Research with Google, stated, "A search engine accesses 25% of all online data. The rest is out of reach. This is why I encourage researchers to use electronic databases found at your libraries, which we will be covering in Part 2 of this information literacy instruction tutorial." Here are some of the findings of the study on research behavior and needs of college students that I mentioned earlier in this presentation. 89% of college students use an internet search engine as their first research step compared to 84% of all survey respondents. Students are less intimidated to learn the same research techniques used for electronic databases in an environment they already know, internet search engines. Access to electronic databases will be limited after students leave the college and enter the workforce. They need to know that research techniques can be used for both the internet and electronic databases. For best research results, follow these tips. Use a thesaurus or glossary to select topic-related terms, particularly synonyms from the vocabulary of the profession. Use phrases and Boolean operators in developing the search query whenever possible. Limit searches to the title, URL, and anchor link fields whenever possible. Develop top-level domain-limited search queries to locate articles written by those researching the topic. Remember that different search engines provide different resources, so use more than one search engine. Subscription electronic databases often provide more scholarly articles in full text. Use your developed search query in these databases of the profession when available. Review more than just the first 3 retrieved documents for relevancy, authority, and accuracy. And finally, Always bookmark your sites for future use, and of course, cite your sources. Which we have done. We have cited the sources using APA, style citation, and here they are. If you have questions or need additional information, you can email me at mgilley@mecc.edu or call me at 276-523-2400, extension 304, or come by and see me at Walker Library, room 222, on the second floor of Robb Hall at Mountain Empire Community College. I hope this presentation has been helpful to you and will improve your research results in the future. Thank you very much.